Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to yet another channel update, this being the one for the month of May 2017. I've decided that I'm going to make these a monthly thing, mainly because it helps me to stay motivated when it comes to making videos, because as you can tell, before this month it was really like every 2-3 months that a video would come out since the beginning of this year, so now it's a lot better because I've been trying to keep myself accountable and making myself get my ass in gear and make videos. So now we're trying to make them a lot more frequent. Of course, this month has been a great one for videos. We've posted like 3 or 4 of them. I didn't quite count, but I've been able to put out a lot of content this month, and it's made me quite happy indeed, because before I was not really impressed with myself when it comes to making content. You know, I have this channel and I'm not really maintaining it, but now it's a lot better, I think, and I'm glad about that. So for this channel update, we're not going to talk a lot about the videos. I've made mention of it. We've put out a good amount of content this month, so we're going to keep up with that. I just want to be able to come to every month and be able to say that there's something new, and you know, recap a little bit about what's been out, what we've put out. So, but I also want to mention a couple of things, specifically in addendum to one of the videos that I did put out this month, being the gear video, which I know not a lot of you have watched. That's okay. I know it's not really akin to the channel. It's not the same kind of content that you normally expect on this channel, but I wanted to mix it up, and I really like technology and like gear, of course, when it comes to my photography and video setup. So I thought I'd tell you what I had in that regard, and I know some people really do take interest in that. So in addendum to that video, a couple of things have changed. I've actually 2 pieces of gear have changed since that video was put out. The first one has been used once before. If you remember the beginning of the rail fanning video I did, the month of, I think it was month of May, March, April kind of rail fanning compilation I did. At the beginning I came and asked you the question of what content you'd like to see on this channel, of which I've had at least a couple of responses so far. I'd still like to hear your input on that, so leave your ideas in the comment section below, and we'll look through them for future ideas. But in that first segment, I did have something new already when it came to my gear, and it has to do with the sound for my videos. If you noticed the first couple of vlogs I did, you might have noticed a bit of hissing in the background when it comes to the audio. I think I made mention that the Rode video mic is like that by default. It's not a horrible sound. It can be fixed, but I didn't choose to do that. I just posted it as is. I came across the opportunity, rather, in the last month to get the Rode VideoMic Pro, which is the much improved version of the Rode VideoMic, smaller, better quality, no hissing, a lot more adjustable when it comes to DSLR video, made for DSLR video in particular, and now that's what's on the camera right now, so you can judge for yourself if the audio is better. I think it's way better. No hissing, a bit more bassy, I guess you could say, better range, and it's just an all-around better microphone. It's much smaller and easier to carry around too. Even it fits in a pocket compared to the other thing that barely fit anywhere, even in my big backpack. So that was getting a little bit cumbersome, but I had the opportunity to get this for a good deal. So now we have the smaller one, the smaller and the better Rode VideoMic Pro, providing audio for these videos, so I hope you like that. And the second piece of gear has to do with, it's a little bit more significant, rather. If you remember, I had the Sigma 24-105 f4 zoom lens that I used for quite a while. Since November I've had that lens. Well, it's more of a past tense thing now, because I just sold it in the last week. And in its place, I've picked up something that's more for photography, although I may put it to use for video, and it's this guy, a little, well, kind of little, Nikon 85mm f1.8. I call it a portrait lens. It's a medium telephoto, really, and this lens is been, so far I've used it a couple of times. It's been quite a good lens for. Mainly what I've used it so far for is a couple of shots of cars. If you've ever seen my Instagram, if you follow me on my personal Instagram at benlomanphoto, I did post a picture of a Ferrari F355 Berlinetta that I saw in the last week, and I took it with this lens. And you'll notice the effect it gives. It's more like it isolates subjects even if they're not right up close to you. Like, you might see some subject isolation with me right now, but again, I'm using the 35 1.8. But it's, you know, I'm in focus, background's out of focus. This takes that up to 11, basically. Basically, you can be a lot further away from your subject and isolate them on a background. So it's great for portraiture for that reason. And I'm also using it for automotive photography and even some railroad photography. So if you want to check that kind of stuff out, my Flickr page is always in the description of these videos. And you can come and check me out on my personal Instagram at benlumenphoto, as well as theNOVABUSfan on Instagram. They're both there for your liking if you'd like to. If you'd like to like them, they're there for your liking. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I think that's about it. It's a pretty short, all over the place channel update, but I don't really need to go into too much detail. You kind of get the idea. I'm glad that I've been posting a lot more content lately, and I hope I can continue that through the summer months and beyond. So stay tuned as always. Thanks a lot for your support. It means a lot. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Cheers.